Welcome to Accidental Discharge.
Welcome to Accidental Discharge. Welcome back, Five. It's been a while.
Yo,
We
please
thought they got you.
please address me as Darth 5 or anything Star Wars related, please.
Yeah. Okay, Darth 5.
Sweet Lord 5.
Good to have you,
No,
Darth 5.
If Star Wars had a Nigerian character, what would he have, what do you think his name would have been like from the what do you have called him?
If it was a
Balogun.
Nigerian character,
Yes, if there was a Nigerian character in Star Wars.
oh wow,
I don't know why it's Yoruba names that keep coming to my head.
because Obi-Wan is already.
I said,
Well,
I'm like
actually,
Balogun, but I think
Obi-Wan is a Yoruba
Obi-Wan is
name.
already Igbo, yeah?
Obi-Wan is Igbo.
Obi-Wan
Oh, sorry,
is
Igbo,
Igbo.
sorry. Igbo, yeah. Obi-Wan.
What up?
You have something like Bengadine.
Bengadine. Nigeria, no.
I
Bengadine.
should know that it will have like strong Yoruba. I just know it will have strong Yoruba influence. That much I know.
So this is May the 4th, where the force is definitely with Nigeria as we've relaxed lockdown, even though we have seen from other countries that relaxed the lockdown that the effects resulted in an exponential rise in newly infected cases. Fellas, what do you think? You think the government has just decided that the best immunity wins?
I don't know if that's what they decided, but I think if they did, they should just have come out to say so.
You can't say that.
And
That
then
would be
just open the
politically
whole place.
incorrect. That would be politically incorrect. That wouldn't be nice.
No, but yeah, but the politically correct term. They just say they're doing herd immunity, right?
Right.
So it's essentially the same thing. Yeah.
I think they bow to the pressure of let people out. People are suffering, let people out, and they are like, you know what, people are clamoring for this. Let's let them out. Like, just let them go, and whatever happens. I feel like that is what is going on.
What I feel actually is, obviously, with the lockdown, you can see what it's done to the price of oil or whatever. It's 5 saying something?
No,
he's not.
Okay, it sounds like it was
just listening.
But I feel like with they're just trying to get business back up and running to get some money moving back into the system, because I think since we've sat back, obviously no one is really buying fuel, and we know how much consumption of fuel this country definitely takes. I think if you even go outside, the air you breathe right now might be the best air you've ever had in years. I don't know, for me, like when I see like Abuja now, there's just this, that thing, what is it called, that cloud, that congestion cloud from all the car exhaust and all. Like now it's just like the air seems so much clearer, but maybe that's just me.
I agree with you totally. The air quality has changed. I went running a couple of times, and you could immediately tell the difference.
Yeah.
It has hold on. It has significantly improved.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
Okay, Darth 5 can't say significantly.
Word of the day, significantly.
I swear that was the hard one.
Oh my god! But that's good.
I hurt myself.
I can't say I've noticed that, but like, I guess if that's facts, that's facts.
Yeah, it's definitely. All parts of the world have been clearing in some way or another. I'm seeing a video where Turkey now has sheep in herds walking through Turkey, like their actual district, their business district, but because of the lockdown, sheep, like a grove of sheep, are just passing by. So clearly, there's a
As
clean.
they broke the shepherd's gate.
Basically, they're just out there walking
Love it.
in
Love
droves.
it.
But
The dolphins in Venice, the kangaroos in Australia. What else have we seen? They're all coming out. Like
they're all
nature
coming out.
is.
Even
There's less of us.
pink dolphins that are even barely sighted are being seen based on, I think, the lack of activity on the ocean front. But you know, it is what it
Hold
is.
on,
that's
pink
possible.
dolphins.
Yeah, pink
Pink
dolphin.
dolphins.
Yeah, it's a very rare sighting.
So they're like the bougie dolphins then.
Basically,
They're barely ever seen.
barely
But
ever.
now that human beings have retreated into their caves,
Yeah,
they feel comfortable coming. Wow.
They're too good for y'all. They're too
Upper
good for
echelon
y'all.
dolphins. I'd like to be a pink dolphin someday.
Dun, dun,
I think if you
dun,
die and
dun.
reincarnate, you'd come back as a pink dolphin.
Since I don't think it's a bad idea.
Yeah,
No, but
that's
Tara, think about it now. Like, if you came back, what would you like to come back as? It has to be an
as
animal.
like
Not
a
human.
different
Not human.
non-human.
Not human.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
that's a hard one. Maybe
Those
a
are
dog.
a dog.
Yeah, because human beings seem to love their dogs, right? So that's one.
I would
You
not.
get to spend time with with human beings who like generally probably love you,
Bro,
and you still
some
get
dogs
to have
suffer.
lots of sex.
Wow.
But with everything that you can come back as you may suffer. Like suffering is not you may suffer, but
Yeah, but
if
then
you
you
have
see,
a good life,
that's gonna be a
you
bit
live in a
much,
nice good
man.
mansion.
That consciousness level is a bit too much for me, man. Because I don't think you'd have the actual, like, I wouldn't want to give up this full ability of choice to come back as a dog that might just have to go through the sticks of bullshit.
Agreed.
So I would choose non-existence.
Terry,
Yeah,
think about dog ears.
you choose non-existent.
Yes, than come back as an animal.
No, but that's the options are what animal would you
What
come back
animal?
as, Raj?
Raj.
Damn, sorry, man.
You can't like if you could choose
My
if you could
fault.
choose could not exist and you think I would have picked that?
Okay, then
Someone needs to tell Raj
Okay,
that
so I would select that.
it's not an animal.
I would be an eagle. I'd be an eagle.
Oh,
I'll just fly.
nice.
That's all. I don't want to be ground level anymore. Fuck all that shit.
Hold on.
On a levitating.
I'm actually
You'll be a giraffe?
no, come on. My animal is close to Raj's. I would love to come back as a falcon.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that works. Yeah, all I'm saying is anything that flies, but definitely the top tier flying range. So, ball-headed eagle. Yeah, not just bird or something.
Hold on. Let me Google the cons, the pros and cons of being a falcon. Let me see. Hold on.
You are sick. Would you behave yourself?
Hold on.
Before you picked it.
Hey, I have internet. I am free. Pros and cons. Freedom is mine.
Being a falcon.
Speaking of pros and cons and people who are free, how obviously you know that there was a supposed passing of a powerful leader who is still alive, and so
shout out Kim Jong, man. Shout out, that's Naji. I'm so sad that Miss Com is not here. But you know what I found funny? Like, you remember when Abakari died and like some people were like celebrating his death and some people were like, oh, why are you celebrating someone's death?
yeah.
Like, I didn't see anyone say why are people celebrating Kim Jong-un's death. Nobody. Everyone was so happy. It was like, oh, Kim Jong. They had a hashtag.
Okay, people were happy that he was dead, right?
Yeah. And I didn't see anyone challenge that. Like everyone was like happy.
Well, they feel like he's because they feel like he's is it a totalitarian? All those guys that are
that's
just
fine.
Yeah, but then it puts people's lives.
That's the point I was. Agreed. No. So that's the point I was making when Abakari died, and people were saying, why should people be celebrating it? I'm like, you can't really tell people what to celebrate or what not to. Like, what makes you happy makes you happy. If just because you know this man as a good man, he may have been terrible to me. So if he dies and I pop a bottle, you can't tell me that why should I pop a bottle?
Yeah,
You
no. I think
your mom, I'm on my mom.
yeah, but I think when we're
Like
talking
now, I'm
about
surprised that Kim Jong died and nobody was saying, "Hey, you guys should not celebrate it now." Someone
well,
died.
that's for one, that's another world leader. But now when we're talking about Nigeria and the person of Abba Kyari, we're talking about very many divisions in terms of even religion that stems from different patterns of dislike and things, man. Like just a full general state of hate between a whole country. Obviously, I'm sure there are Christians and Muslims also in North Korea, although I don't know how they practice that. So that might be very hard as well. But at least here, people have that freedom of speech, Twitter, everything to type. Ain't nobody in North Korea tweeting anything, because once you tweet it, I'm sure they'll come and find you. So
They don't have
they don't have any social media type of thing. And, so that's really, it gives them a different, we are the ones that celebrate it for them. I thought it would have been interesting if he died, because obviously I heard his sister will take over, and that would be the first time since maybe the I don't know if it's even be Joan of Arc to Cleopatra, where you are like you're a woman in power with a full like military base, like a full kind of that kind of power. Not like Angela Merkel, who is a more democratic situation. She's in if the sister had taken over, she would have been.
You mean yeah?
She would have been over like a world power that is literally seen like a James Bond villain, so to speak. That would have been a whole different.
You keep hearing about G, man. I don't like it. But,
Did
me,
I get what you mean.
I'm thinking in the surgery room, the kind of setup that was in that surgery room, because the guy is paranoid. So definitely the doctors might have had like military police over their heads the whole time, watching their every
Of
move,
course they did.
watching the procedure on a screen somewhere, making sure no one cuts one artery that was not meant to be cut. I have a feeling that surgery room was like pretty intense for everyone.
Yeah, but
I'm sure the sister was just overlooking it and just waiting to see if anybody made a mistake. Whoever made a mistake, your family might have just been there on the ground so that whoever makes a mistake dies. Like, it's just that close.
Yeah. I feel like
crazy, man.
Bro. I feel like you'd have asked family members of every doctor to be there. Like if
ask?
I die,
you say ask?
They all die.
Did you say ask?
Not. Yeah,
ask?
I'm sorry. Sorry. Someone. Sorry, I forgot.
Ask. Yeah.
Imagine your entire lineage in the hospital. Everybody from grandmom to grandkids, everybody chilling in the hospital, waiting for Kim Jong to survive because daddy is the doctor.
You sacrifice yourself and your family for the world.
Speaking of people in power, did you guys hear about this infectious disease bill?
What?
The infectious disease bill trying to be passed in Nigeria.
What's it about?
You guys didn't hear about it? It's a bill that literally gives power to I think it's the head of the NCDC. They give it's
case of an epidemic.
It's already in the case of epidemic, but the laws are so the way the bill is passed, or it's in the second reading now, and basically the way it is
I'm sure they had to rush it. People can't write it.
The rushing is terrible. Basically, what it gives the person power to do. Hold on. What it gives the person power to do is that they can decide that your property should be used for isolation center within their own rights. Based on flu, they can stop any rally or anything based on the concept that it might be a harm, there might be an infectious disease, and any infectious disease. So what they're talking about is like, imagine they gave an idea where it could be a PDP rally. Then the NCDC minister will just say, oh, there's the chance for a flu within this gathering, so it must not hold. A flu, anything can be there. It could just be a flu, a common cold, but because it can be spread, They can stop it. They can decide to check your health records. They can do anything they want. Police officer can shoot you literally on the premise that you may have a disease that may be like, bro, it's ridiculous. You can be charged to court if they believe that you have an infectious disease and you're causing a harm. They can literally send you to jail. They are the judge and jury. It's one of the worst bills. Obviously, it's almost something similar to the social media.
Sorry, these things? Is they allowed to do this in a time of an epidemic or at any time whatsoever?
Right now,
Like
an epidemic. You have to realize that right now, an epidemic is yes.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. So, like, if they have those powers during periods like this,
yeah.
Okay, but like outside of that, they don't have power to like just shut things down.
This is Nigeria. Literally, you should understand that they will definitely use the power whenever they feel fit. Because it says any disease. Any disease. The flu is any disease. Lassa fever that you say is killing people is any disease.
No, but it's not. It shouldn't be about the disease per se. It's about the qualification. That's what I'm asking. Anyways, I have to go and find it. So if it's stating that they have these powers during a time of a pandemic, then the powers may be overreaching, like some of them are very extreme, like shoot someone, but like
are you saying that you're trying to empower someone to just be able to take someone's house? They can look at your house and decide that your house is an isolation center. No questions asked.
Let's be reasonable here.
It's a difficult one.
I think they're talking about
they need to be
spaces,
serious,
like hotels.
No, but if they've written it as take your house, I get what Raj is saying. Like, but I think they need to be now. They need to be serious watchdogs over how it is implemented. Because think about it. Why they are saying something like that is that if the situation gets so bad that you may now need people's private property, should they be allowed to do this? Now, people will look at it in different ways. People will say, well, if I have my house, it's my house. If other people are dying, I'm in my house. Other people will say, yeah, if in a time of emergency, a nationwide emergency like this,
why would they need a house, Ty?
Yes, that's the problem.
Why do they need a house?
If they now choose to abuse it, because the wording
which
in the
they
law
generally will. We know where we are.
That's the problem.
Be realistic with the country.
That's the problem.
When we are talking about these matters. For one, just realize that at the same time, when you're talking about it, this is a power that has decided for a long stretch within its time to refuse to build the facilities that would be required to hold down these situations. So now people who have built homes, where are you putting them to? Where are you sending them to? You're saying you're taking over their homes. Just imagine where I stay. So they can just decide now that this place is isolation center or something of that sort. They just kick me out of my house. Then where do I go?
You can be sure that they'll probably decide that suit him. But yeah, I get your point. Like,
if you think about it, almost every state in Nigeria has a stadium-like situation. Why hasn't that been considered?
I said that stadiums would have been very big and perfect.
And easy to control. Like, it's easy to control in and out and situation there. That's
in movies, we always see that stadiums are like ground zero centers for everything. Stadiums, so I don't understand what the hell is going on.
Stadiums, like, airports, clear.
Yeah. And let's not forget now that yes, let's not forget that they decide to politicize. Imagine if this position now, when you empower this thing, next thing is someone that's going to politicize it and is their own interest.
I get your point all the way that I think it's a good bill, but it has to be written well enough to safeguard
terrible bill,
Nigerians.
Bro. Terrible bill. Not even
I mean the idea behind the bill, like
yes.
Yeah, because like you see they're having like NCDC now, they're having issues with some states. Some states will just not cooperate with them. Some states are not doing tests at all. They're not releasing
Mention one
results
state.
at all.
Mention one state. Mention one state.
Your state.
Don't be scared.
What state is that?
Your
What's
state.
the state?
Hey.
They have an app. They have an app.
Yeah, Kogi is not. I don't know. Understand what Kogi is doing, but then just imagine this now.
We have an app,
I
bro.
heard that Kano is
We have
refusing
an app,
to elect
bro.
the.
Don't
Yeah, but I heard
step on
that Kano.
shit.
I heard Kano
Does
is
Kano have
refusing
an
to
app?
accept.
No.
Well, app is not really going to work. Not everyone has an app or a phone for apps. Be realistic.
That's
But then
not
at
the
the
point.
same time,
How many states have apps, bro?
what is the app doing now?
One. Just
Okay,
one.
now let's put it like
Other
this. Now,
states,
Kano has
other
refused.
states
The
are
governor of Kano
building
refused.
quarantine centers and doing all these other states are moving towards reducing the curve. What does that mean? Is that important? No. Make an app. You're wasting time. If you want people to get better, make an app and brag about it.
Yeah.
Because
Lord,
young people use apps a lot, so it's really so. Raj, what's
who
going on in
quarantines
Kano?
No, me, I'm even saying that I saw somewhere where it says I don't know if it's a real story or a fake story, but I saw it from one of these newsletters that are generally verified. Yeah. So it's that basically how the governor of Kano refused a particular hospital. He refused to use a particular hospital.
Yeah. Kwankwaso's hospital.
Why?
Yeah. Because he wants dollars. I don't know why anybody
you see what I'm
asks
saying?
anything about Ghana.
How can someone be refusing a hospital availability to treat something? We're under a situation where I don't understand what the administration is doing, because at this time I know that governors are immune to prosecution for their actions. But I think a power the NCDC should probably be given is to be able to charge governors in the situation where they are causing a risk to their country,
So
their
that's
state.
what I think. I think that's the premise of that bill, to give them power to actually go into any state and say, because of this pandemic or this epidemic or whatever, we are taking charge of this situation in the state.
It just has to be with the right person and someone with health. Someone in the. It's just so dangerous
it's the most
for people who
ridiculous
are
thing
dealing
that's
with.
going on in Kano.
Raj, nobody's going to go after Gadunje. What is his name?
Because he's protected clearly now.
Exactly. Nobody's going to go after Yaya Bello for building one tent for a whole state of how many people. Like, nobody's going to go after him.
Did you see the price of that tent? They said they used whether it's 6 billion or 8 billion to build that center.
Terence, stop it. 14 billion was for the app. Okay?
14 billion was for the app.
14 billion was for the app. The remaining 1 billion.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, the remaining 1 billion was for the tent and the road to the tent. Do you know if there was road to the tent before?
What are you guys talking about right now, man? Are you guys trying to give me a headache?
Apps are expensive, bro. Apps are expensive.
He's talking about Kogi State, man.
He said they used 14 billion to build an app.
Yeah.
No one spends 14 billion to build an app. Do you know what 14 billion is in dollars?
You're not from Kogi. You don't understand. You're not from Kogi. You don't understand how things work in this world. Let me tell you, Raj. You go somewhere and you're like, hey, I want to fight.
Do you see the top of my shirt? That's what I hear. That's what I hear. You see the top of my shirt? That's what I hear.
For those who are listening, the top of his shirt says stupid.
Very stupid.
Yeah.
Very stupid.
That's what it says.
We're in a very dangerous. We're in a very dangerous situation, Sha. That's all I know.
Don't insult their governor, please.
Oh no, I'm not insulting the governor. I'm just saying the concept that is what I'm hearing.
He's a very hardworking man.
I'm not calling the Kogi governor stupid. I don't know who that is. I wouldn't ever call him stupid. God bless him and whatever he's doing. But in general, just the idea that people are not being taken.
Well,
every state should make an app and cure COVID. Apps will cure COVID.
What are your thoughts on this Almajiri situation where the people that are the Amajiris that are leaving they are leaving states that they've been for years, I guess, are now literally the ones that have been found in other states are being tested. Have been tested and found that they are positive. I feel like that is
Yeah,
almost bioterrorism.
they are actually highly uninformed and ignorant at the same time. So it's a rock and a hard place for them. They don't know what is going on. They're not told what is going on. Even if they hear it, it doesn't make sense to most people. Like, their livelihood is priority. Your leadership is failing to communicate this thing to the people. It might even be worse in other places that we have not even heard about. But obviously, Kano is making the news now. And it's unfortunate. And I feel like, to an extent, the leadership probably wants this to happen. It almost seems like they need this for a reason.
Well, the reason
that's
is
me.
money. There's money coming in.
Yeah, it's
There's
money.
a lot of money coming in, bro. Today, like this, as they have relaxed the lockdown. Share $311 million from the Abacha loot has been returned to Nigeria.
Sorry, does that money sound like it might be enough to set up like centers?
Of course. See,
would that money go a long way in setting up centers and getting respirators?
How much did you say?
$311 million, apparently.
That's small now. Gandhi said he needed 15 billion. The Gandhi not say he needed 15 billion.
15 billion naira. 15 billion naira now. That's
like. Was it naira?
Yeah, it's not dollars now.
Oh, okay.
You want him to kill someone?
Like dollars now. What's 15 billion naira in dollars?
Yeah.
Points. I'm thinking it might be. Should be $8 million or something of that sort. I need to do the calculations, man. That's crazy.
I'm doing it now because I'm very smart.
So this. No,
that's 55,000.
What?
$55,000. What?
$85,000. $8.5 million.
55,000. No. That's probably like maybe $555,000 or something.
14 billion.
Sorry.
Naira.
Hey, I'm not the smartest person on this podcast. No, ask me all this shit. I asked my computer. My computer said.
What exactly did you ask the computer? Tell us.
I don't know.
Tell us what you asked it.
I'm ashamed to tell you what I asked the computer. So I guess it's my fault.
Actually,
I'm sorry.
$8 million is even $8 million is even 3 billion naira. So.
Wow.
Yeah, he's asking for real cheese.
Yeah, so 15 billion naira is what?
Hold on, I'm checking, man. It's still enough. It's still a lot.
Exactly. So that's the most. So that money that you recovered.
I've never had in my life.
That money that you said they recovered, it cannot reach to do the work that you wanted to do because that one is just Kano alone.
Yeah. Damn, $20 million. $20 million is still 7.8 million. So let's just say he's talking about like $30 million or some shit, man. Because if 20 is $40 million.
They've donated
exactly
things to him. He said he don't want. They said take hospital. He said you don't want. They must send him money. He now relaxed. The president made a speech saying that Kano was locked down.
$40 million.
The guy now is relaxing the lockdown in Kano.
Actually, you know
every
what?
day we're hearing Kano numbers going up. He says relaxing the lockdown.
In all honesty, in America, this is the kind of money that
you see what I mean by that's what I mean by it seems intentional. Like it seems like they need this, like it's on purpose.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that can never be that can never be of benefit to Kano now. Kano, they need those numbers. They can't just have their people die.
Somebody asked me a question recently. The person asked me, they said, how do you communicate social distancing to the layman that doesn't understand the meaning of social or distancing? How do you say that? How have you been able to say that to someone else besides yourself? How do you tell your house help or your maid? How do you say social distancing without saying too much? Because automatically you hear social distancing and you know what it means. You know what to do. How do you communicate that to other people? Have you seen it anywhere, even on social media, where it explains it to the layman how what to do? It almost seems funny, the things you have. If you have to communicate this to someone, you find yourself wanting to laugh when you tell the person, "Oh, you have to stay 2 meters apart. You can't hug. You can't shake." It's almost
that's why you have to always have the right.
You're watching Accidental Discharge.
Kano, we'll talk about Kano.
And them gaining the using this for gains.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like, so many people are offering things to him. He's saying no. He's just asking for the money. Now he's gone lax on the lockdown. I don't even know what, but they just said he's relaxed or he eased the lockdown in Kano. And it's like all these people in Kano are dying. Like, why would you? It doesn't make sense what they say is going on in Kano. That's just the truth.
It's funny how they were saying before a mysterious disease is killing them. Now they are realizing that. Anyway, I've been told that.
Do you know what happened? The whole world was suffering from a pandemic, and then kind of was like, okay. And then next thing, people started dying from a mysterious disease. And then disease snuck into Kano. I was killing people. And they're like, hey, what disease is this? And the disease was like, it is COVID. Wow. I just did that. Yes.
No, that's allowed. It's acceptable at this point. Guys, you know that something's really happening. This thing that's happening in the world here. It's extremely, extremely just worrying in the sense of where the world is going. Because I know that everyone is like fine right now. These are still the early stages. It's like 5 months in right now. Bro, this thing could get apocalyptic. Like, obviously, there will be those who will survive. So I guess we're just, like in the last episode, we did say something about natural selection and stuff like that. And so there will be those that will live and survive and see this. I was making a sad joke.
You know that some lots of people.
What? I can't hear you. Did you say something? Okay. Well, like I was saying, a lot of people are definitely.
Who?
Huh? Nothing you said hit. So.
Wait, hold on. Terry, are you okay?
His camera's frozen pretty much right now.
All right, because if that's what he's really doing right now, I'd be worried.
Yeah, no, he saw something and was laughing, but then he needs to get back. But well, I don't know what. Someone was making a joke how the population, at least with the deaths, a lot of people are going to get jobs. But like all of a sudden, there are just like a lot of empty houses. Do you understand? Like a lot of empty spaces, a lot of rented apartments where people just never went back. Like you don't even know. There are people that are just dead in their house. There are bodies that are just in their house. Just like, because the UK literally said that. Some people they're even dying in places where they haven't even yet found. But let's get off coronavirus, actually. This has been a long coronavirus discussion. Other things are happening. Jada Pinkett Smith discovers that she does not know her husband, Will Smith. I guess that's what is happening to a lot of people right now in lockdown. Husbands and wives finding out they don't know each other at all.
See, I'd say first, like, this is why long honeymoons are important. It's unfortunate that economy will not allow people to have long honeymoons. But yeah, because lots of people are
Wait,
not
Terry,
married
pause.
in
You said long honeymoon.
yes.
No, this is not something you discover at the honeymoon phase. There are things you discover
No,
before you get married,
yeah,
not honeymoon
no,
phase. At the honeymoon phase, you already spent a lot of money and invested a lot of emotional time.
no,
You
that's not
can't
the point.
discover things about
When
your
he's
partner at that time. It's too
no,
late.
you can't. He's literally telling you that people are discovering new things about their partners now after years of marriage. But the point is like nowadays we're marrying more or marrying a bit later when people are always and an economy, a time where people are always busy. So lots of people haven't spent this amount of time together with their partners. They will be at work or at the gym, or someone's traveled out of town. So why I said honeymoon period? Because the honeymoon period is the time where people are literally on holiday, you are together for that period. Right?
I
But
think
like now it's like you just realize certain habits that person has that they do at times where you just were not around ever to see. You know, maybe he scratches his balls with remote control
wow.
because it's hot in the afternoon and you're at work while he's working at home. So you never get to see that. But at night, like the weather is cool and calm. The weather is cool and calm, so he never scratches his balls with the remote. And now you guys are home and you're like, what the hell is that? And he's like, huh?
And he's like, honey, pass me the remote. And you're like, you want to change the channel? And he's like, no. What do you want to do? Give me, let me show you now. And then you hand over the remote. Next thing, like, where's the remote? You're like, it's in my pants. What's he doing? I'm scratching my balls. She's like, fuck.
Is everything
I've
okay
already
over
shared
there?
souvenir. Fuck.
But yeah,
We've already collaborated on that house in Mamushi. Fuck.
hey, what we did is we need to speak about something that has really been affecting our Nigeria Twitter community again, as it always seems to do.
Jesus Christ.
A lot of people were called out, or one person in general was really called out for being a sexual abuser and rapist.
What?
Again.
That same guy?
I don't know
Can people
what the
just
guy's
stop raping? Can people just stop raping? Just stop
obviously.
raping.
Remember that there was an episode where we had consent workshop and all that. So shout out to them, consent workshop. But clearly, there still seems to be a well, no, it's been always there, but like clearly, men don't know what rape or abusive situations are. They go about doing some of the worst actions. They are of the belief. There's this concept where they say men are of the belief that if a woman comes to their house to sleep over, just coming to our house anyway, that they
She
are
wants it.
expecting that this it's not even that she wants it. Why are you coming to my house if you are not having sex?
Shit, I saw someone tweet something like that. I saw someone tweet something like that and Q responded to it. So I remember that.
Like they are really of the concept
It's
that if
crazy.
as long as if a babe is coming to your house, she knows the implication is that she knows
She
what
knows
it
what's
is.
up.
She knows what's up.
Mm.
I don't understand what is this whole life with men needing to always turn every situation into a sexual activity. Can't a babe come and just sleep in your house?
If your
Even
guy
if
friend is coming to your house, are you able to assume the same thing? No. If your female friend says, "Hey, are you home?" You'll be like, "Yeah." Be like,
there's
okay,
even
I'm coming. You'll be
there
like,
was a guy that literally there
"Yeah."
was a guy that apparently like
No.
a guy that apparently with his friend they went out, did whatever. They didn't do anything, but they just had a good time as each other. They all know that both of them know that they're both in a relationship. And this guy apparently takes out his when the girl is probably drunk and asleep, he takes her hand, pulls out his dick, and uses her hand to masturbate. Like there's some things where people are
What the
really,
fuck?
oh yes, what the
There's a
fuck?
name for that.
It's
There's a name
called
for that.
it's called
Rape.
stupidity and madness and absolute.
Rape.
That guy is also a really deep sleeper.
She was drunk.
She was drunk and my bad.
Even if she wasn't even a deep sleeper, there's just
I
no
thought you
cause
said
for it. He knew.
no. I'm not saying that he should have done it. I'm just saying like also
Yeah,
she's
like
like a
no,
really
she was deep asleep, and then obviously, come on now, think about it. If there are situations where you might be really drunk and sleeping, and then it takes a little bit more than your usual tap to get you up. So you must imagine that she was probably asleep, and then like in her full inebriated state, she just feels her hand just keeps shaking.
Yeah.
Man, look, it's just ridiculous. So I really am.
That's a very Harvey Weinstein move that he pulled.
Man,
that's one of those dirty Weinstein things, or
really, really
Bill Cosby. Sounds like
behavior.
Yeah, this is more Cosby than Weinstein.
So this whole concept of men thinking that they deserve sex if a baby is coming to their house. It just shows that we as a country, as a people, are very our male counterparts, the male people in our community, are literally as good as animals. They might be able to have a heart, they might be able to do some good things in the environment, but they're animals still within themselves. I don't shall condone it, but I was just putting it out there, obviously.
Raj, there's a secret to men and men behavior that I'm going to like spit out to you now. Like I cracked one code recently. Fuck Da Vinci. I got another code. Check this out. Men generally do what they do just is based on their dick energy. That's what it is. Like every decision any leader has made, any common man has made, has been about his dick energy. That's just it.
In the end of the day.
What the fuck do you mean by dick energy?
And dick energy is not the size of his dick, is how he perceives his dick to be. Like Trump's behavior. Trump might have but his energy is big dick energy. And fuck all, and he does fuck all, and he fucks shit up.
I know what you're trying to say, but I can
are just out there with their dick
saying, I can fully explain.
My dick is bigger than that.
That's how I can fully explain what it is. I can explain it even better than that.
It's two things.
Chill.
But your ability for your first brain and your second brain to disconnect themselves, therefore curtailing you from that male ego that makes you do stupid shit. If both brains work in coordination, you probably perform a normal life and go about your life normally. But when one brain controls the other brain, you know what I mean? When brain 2 overpowers brain 1, stupid shit happens every time.
Now let's you know what I mean. Let's hit the nail on the head, because this is what I got out from it. Growing up, most men are not really defined or told how to behave. He's a guy, he's a boy, is what you usually hear. He's just being a boy.
That's what creates the big. That's what creates the energy.
But you see, let's narrow it down to full-on words that actually explain the situation. You get the situation where you are playing. The only time you probably get told off is probably if you are playing with Barbie dolls or something as a boy. You're doing something what they would consider outside of the norm for a guy to do, which is you don't wash dishes, you don't do this, you don't do that within your house because it's a girl's job or some stupid shit like that. You fail to learn a little bit of responsibility and respect for particular things. It just falls into that line. But while women are given the full, I heard someone say it's where women are given the full responsibility to be responsible. They tell you that you have to behave like this, you have to be ladylike. Men, they have really just been rolling around being told that you should do as you please and nothing, it's just being a boy. Boys will
in some families.
You don't hear girls will be. You never hear girls will be. You never hear girls will be girls. Or you don't hear girls will be girls. Or they say boys will be boys.
Not all families carry on like that. Some families.
Obviously, that's why some. Obviously, that's why some guys are good men in the world. Sorry, guys.
And there's 3 of them on this screen, yeah.
So you think it's? I get what you're saying, but
it's
I don't want to say it's always upbringing, because
it can't be
upbringing. Upbringing may sometimes have played a part, but sometimes some people are just bad people.
For sure.
Think about it now. Someone like King.
But there's the saying that they said it's better to repair. It's better to build strong children than repair broken men. There are a lot of people that were not as children. They were not put online, and so therefore you refrain from it.
Yeah.
It's just like us
There
now.
are
No,
also
think about this. Think about this. Sorry, just last time. I'll keep quiet after this now, so you guys can speak. But you know when you're like probably out in the club or something, and you have one guy that's always thirsty, chasing babes, doing like ridiculous things with women, always being touchy. What we're always looking at that person, we'll say, "Oh my God, look at that guy! He's doing it again. He's being wild." But what we never actually do as men is call the person out and say, "Oga, what you are doing is wrong. You need to find a way to stop it and cut it out." Now, I've done that before, actually. I've actually told someone, like, you need to stop holding people around their waist. You need to stop doing this and that.
How did that end up?
The person will tell me that, no, now they like it.
How did that end up?
The person will tell me the people don't mind, that they weren't complaining. They always find an excuse. But eventually with that, you just cut them off. You try and do your best to say, yo, look, because me, it irritates me seeing men just try and put their arms and just try and grab women, feel up on them anyhow, because it's just like there's really no need for that. But when it's society where some guys, when they don't hear a complaint, because maybe the woman is just trying to be, accepting in terms of not creating a scene, they now take it as, oh yes, she wants it. You know how guys think that a babe
She
likes
might be
them.
like,
You know how guys
she
think
might be
that a
like,
babe likes them because they are wearing a nice shoe. She's stupid shit. But
not even that. Like, Raj, if you go out with someone, if you go out with your guy friend and he's touching up and feeling up on your female friends uncomfortably, they might be like, oh, this is uncomfortable, but he's Raj's friend, so maybe he's an okay guy. Do you know there's that
right?
too, right?
Yeah, there's that. But they don't want to just come off as if they are spoiling the vibes.
Yeah, as being rude, and some people just
Yeah.
let me. But it's something. It's, in a way, it's enabling this behavior, and we as friends sometimes we don't notice this, or we notice this and think, oh, maybe these guys are okay with each other.
Exactly.
Understand? Until shit hits the fan, and you're like,
Until
oh,
shit hits
I
the
wasn't
fan.
aware.
So
Yeah.
I would like to use this time to just pass a message that people should really take time and find out the kind of guys they really deal with. Me, I think the guys I deal with generally are quite humane. So I've never really had to question anyone in my circle.
Raj, stop. Don't vouch for anybody. Don't.
No. I have people I can vouch for, no lies, because I know people I can
Exactly,
vouch for.
yeah.
No.
Raj,
There are people, trust me, bro,
you should be vouching
Raj,
people.
stop.
trust me. There are some people that I can vouch for. There are like 1, 2, 3 of them. You can't tell me anything about it. If it happens, I'll be surprised. That's fine. But I'm willing to vouch for them even before anything is said. Like, I don't believe that this person can do that. Now, if a accusation comes up, I'm always down to listen. I'm not going to shut anybody out. But I know 2 to 3 people who, when we are just together, we're like, man, why is this guy behaving like this? And I know that it irritates them as much as it irritates me. But yeah, so no more
Dude,
talking. Sorry.
that's sometimes that's a sign. Oh, that's a sign that the person might be into it because they might notice it before everyone else and be like,
No, I notice it when I see guys holding people wrong, or I don't like the way they hold people. But that doesn't mean I'm into it. It just means that I just have a decorum that makes me not want to see such things. I believe in full space, respect. I can be out with a babe and I would not even really we'll be in the club and I won't even hold her waist. Like, I'll just be there and then I'll just be like, yo, I'm just giving you space to enjoy yourself. And the babe might even be looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, come on, let's dance or some shit. And I'm like, okay. I actually need that level of surety. Even with someone I'm out with, that I know that we went out, we bought drinks, everything, whatever. Like, you can't just be always assuming that, yeah, okay, it just leaves a better area. Because me, I think I like woman company. I like women comfortable around me in general. So,
fella,
dam Blazarian, such and such. Yes. Thank you very much. I'm done speaking.
Shout out Dan.
Yeah,
shout out
Dan.
fella.
Shout out to the king of Thailand, wherever he is, because it's been 3 months. I hope he's okay, or maybe he has refreshed the number of babes he has taken. He took 20 babes into isolation.
What if they all have COVID and they're keeping quiet about it?
And they'll share it amongst themselves now. Whoever dies, there's all natural selection to the end of time.
Thanos tried to warn us here. He tried.
Bro. It is what it is.
So, what other topics do we have today?
Well, what do we think tomorrow is going? What do we think the numbers are going to be like when all this COVID, this lockdown has laxed, based on what we have seen from other places?
I'm praying it's the climb maintains its slow pace, even though it has jumped quite a bit in the past. I hope it doesn't jump faster than it has so far. But looking at the images from today alone, my eyes, I feel like I've caught this COVID just from the images. It's insane.
But even the images today, so like there won't be tomorrow's number. There'll be like 2 weeks time number, or like a week and a half. Right?
Maybe by Monday.
Maybe by Monday, yeah, you may see, or steady over the weekend, maybe from Friday to Monday, you may see a significant raise. Word of the day, significant.
That's what she said. That's what
significant.
She said,
wow, a significant raise in the numbers over the weeks. But I mean, I'm always optimistic. I hope the numbers don't rise exponentially. You know,
that's also what she said.
Regardless of our poor behavior as a people generally, I hope it doesn't go up. But yeah, let's see. This weekend will be telling.
I don't think this weekend will be telling.
Oh, this weekend will be telling.
No, because they are not going to be able to really think about the amount of our ability to test. We're not really testing at a high capability.
So just like in Kano, since you're not testing, people will be falling. There will be lots of illnesses and maybe deaths outside of the hospital, outside of being treated, outside of an isolation center, just like what was happening in Kano, right? So this weekend, between Friday and next week Tuesday, would be telling. It's either the NCDC will now tell us again that they are overwhelmed,
which they already kind of are,
with calls. Yeah, of course they must be.
I feel like
they must be. Part of what's overwhelming
higher
them
number
is
than Kano.
You think Lagos has a significantly higher number than Kano? No, of course not.
No, I feel like after today, or after this week, Lagos's numbers might be more than Kano.
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah. Over the weekend, yeah, maybe. It's possible, but all right, Kano, man. I thought you meant today, because did you know how many? You're sort of northern inclined, fine. So you know how many people are in Kano and how they move around. Like, you see how we're not hearing about Kano. We're not hearing about Kano as an NCDC official death. We are being told that they are burying people in hundreds.
They are burying people in hundreds.
That's how we.
But who runs NCDC?
That's how we heard about Kano.
Because their health minister is practically trash, and they are trying. What they don't want to do is show that they're incompetent, and so they're not even letting people know exactly what is going on.
Exactly.
You know when you're failing. You know, okay, look at that boy. Look at that boy that was failing, that his father beat him. That's how Kano is. Kano is failing, but they're not going to bring out the stats. They're just going to show you the results of people just dying. That's exactly the same thing, to be honest.
The people are dying. What are they dying of? Nobody knows. They're just burying them.
There's a pandemic flying around killing people.
No. Raj, let's even even if there was not a pandemic, if you have people dying like that, would you not start investigating? Okay, why are these people dying?
Tare, why are you investigating?
You know why they're not investigating? They're not prominent people.
Do these people really matter to you? Why would you investigate that?
Exactly.
You know what is going on. You need it to work. If you want to stop it, you do something about it.
See, Kano is the most troubling thing to lots of people's minds because this guy literally should not be allowing, and I think that's why he's confident that they will give him the money. You don't want to lose too many people in Kano, no matter how you want to look at it. Because of that election period, you don't want to hear that Kano numbers went up to 500,000. You get
when they'll tell you that they will not. When they, we're
3
years away.
Allowing this.
We're 3 years removed from anything happening election-wise. By then, they would have cleared the money they need, and they will be fine to leave Nigeria, whatever happens, whatever else. Forget it.
You think the person in power? You think the person in power? Raj, when the person is leaving power, you just leave the power like that.
Raj, did you say in 5 years?
I said 3 years. 3 to 2 years.
In 3 years.
Sorry, by the time they eat what is happening, by the time they eat what is happening, right now with what is happening, by the time they eat whatever is here, they might not be a real good-looking Nigerian to bother oneself about.
Wait, so in your opinion, it's still looking good, yeah?
No, it's not looking good. It's already terrible. But what I'm saying is that right now they don't mind because look at the monies that are coming in. No one can even chase anybody right now. You can't even question somebody seriously. They'll tell you coronavirus, please keep away. Yeah, a potential health risk coming so close by. People can barely sit in the National Assembly and ask questions. There's room to loiter if you are the person in the powerful situation. With no questions asked.
Well, now with the Freedom of Information Bill, what's the social media bill? There won't be anything. We can't say anything anymore.
Have they passed it?
I think they're about to pass the third reading. So
the social media bill.
The only means where we have power.
They had a town hall where it was voted against.
Yeah, social media bill is not going through now. It's not.
There was a town hall where it was voted against. I don't think they've released
They've not released that. Yeah, we would have known by now.
Yeah, we would have known.
While everybody else is still sleeping, there are certain Nigerians that are very much interested in knowing what is about to happen because they know that they are here.
I think something like social media bill would really test Nigerians to see if people are willing to come out again, like in the time of Occupy.
They can't.
Yes.
Because
I think so.
And I think that social media bill is the test. I think if it's passed and people are passive about it, I know that we're done. We're done for.
But if it is passed,
because it will be dangerous.
Who is going to come out? Is it the
it was dangerous during Occupy. People were shot at, people were arrested, people were killed. It was dangerous.
But it happened.
Exactly. It happened. So you expect it to be dangerous. It's just a matter of is that thing going to be very important to us? Oh man, yeah, but that's what it is. It's how important is it to you?
Yeah, but important to you and your life is very risky right now, man. It's very risky. You'll be like that's what I'm saying. It's you say it's your choice. Will you be out there?
Yeah. For social media bill?
Think about it. You could. That's what I'm saying.
Be.
You're not definite because there is a high risk.
The risk is not even the non-commitment is not even because of the risk.
Okay. But you know what is actually interesting? I've seen protests where people were standing 6 feet away from each other. So it's not impossible to do it in a organized way. In an organized way.
Nope.
No. See. In the end of the day,
it won't work.
Is either
I'm at Raj, chill. I'm at 8 medics trying to pay for some shit, and then the guy at the counter before me paying, I give him 2 feet. The guy behind me, on the other hand, feels like maybe I was there to be dry humped. And this is the period of COVID. I mean, outside COVID period, Seth, you can't stand that close. You shouldn't stand that close to anyone. And then this is COVID season, and I turn around and my nose is almost touching this guy's nose, even not for mouth. And
the guy was the same height as you.
How does someone not know? How you don't know this is wrong? And I don't open my mouth and say something to him because he was so close to me. I feel like if I open my mouth, whatever he says back to me, I'm gonna get it, even through my mask. So I waited for a minute, hoping you will get it. There's an intensity now.
You know that people have been. You know people have been locked down. So at the same time, it's been a while since they got some action. It's been a while since he got some action. It's been a while since he got some action. So he might just want to like check on you and
so close, guys.
See what you've been going through. He wants to know if you're okay. You know, can you sense anything? It's just, you know, maybe your bomb has not, you know, it just seems like, you know, it's been a while.
Raj, stop it. Raj,
stop it, I swear. Please.
Look, sometimes, you know, when guys you've not seen action for a while, maybe your sensors may be off. So the guy just wants to check if you are going to clinch. Are you going to clinch or flinch?
So you...
Or do you want to get ready for the No, just flinch or clinch now. Flinch or clinch. Which one?
Flinch or clinch, eh?
And if you're about that life, if you're about that life, you give him a pinch. If you're about that life, you give him a pinch.
Raja, I'm disappointed.
I want to be disappointed too, but that last, if you're interested in giving a pinch, that killed me, man.
Oh man. But don't worry, Five. I know people are really not. Sometimes this is the thing, though. You have to let everybody know they should move. Don't be afraid to tell anybody to move away. Do not fear. There's nothing wrong with it. Do not be afraid to tell anybody to move away. You might not want to cause a scene or anything, but do not be afraid to tell people to step away from you. Move this way, give me space. Do not be afraid, because I tell you, your life is in your hands, bro. It's in your hands. Like, even if someone you know is sick, like now me, I have experience in a particular way now. You guys are aware. If someone is sick, don't be afraid to wear a mask to check how they are doing, or to just be like, you know, don't even if it seems like you're treating them like
that. My old point. That brings my older point. How do you say social distancing in Pidgin?
Come on, stay out. Move the fuck away now.
Okay, you have to stay.
It doesn't matter.
From the other person.
See, you can sign language.
You have to give them.
I used to sign language.
5 feet.
Just be like each this. Other. It's sign. Hand movements are really the
my Pidgin is not great, but like.
Yeah, Oga, give me space.
Okay, chill. Hashtag social distancing. Hashtag social distancing in Pidgin. How would you say it?
Oga, give me space.
Hashtag Oga, give me space.
Yes.
Hashtag.
That's
spread.
Hashtag. How do you say that word? It's so hard to say. Patrice. That's like Patrice.
5. You can only have one word of the day. I don't know what's going on.
How do you say that word? You say patriarchy.
Patriarchy, yes.
Well, how do you say? Yeah, that's how do you say patriarchy?
Patriarchy. Yes, sir.
Patriarchy.
Say it again, please.
Patriarchal.
Yes.
Patriarchal.
That's quite
patriarchal.
That's quite. See that patriarchal. That's quite patriarchal. He just took it up now.
Oh my God, guys! That's the hashtag. That's the hashtag, guys. Hashtag patriarchal.
But hashtag come out from my front, or hashtag you don't near me too much, or hashtag and make you move back. What is a catchy Pidgin hashtag for social distancing?
Hashtag come out.
No.
Let's ask them on Twitter.
Yeah.
Ask them on Twitter.
That's a good idea.
Ask them
Will
on
you
Twitter.
retweet us?
Twitter
Will you
is
retweet
the one,
Why
right?
don't I retweet
Twitter
it?
is the one where
Twitter is what?
Oh, yeah, it's true. Will you
Fine, what did
retweet?
you say?
it's the blue one.
Fine, what? It's the blue
icon,
one,
right?
exactly. Will you retweet is what you were asked.
We're down to 5
Will I
minutes.
retweet?
Will you retweet?
I can do the retweet. Is there a button that says?
Hey, shout out to
There's a button
Hassani.
for that, right?
Shout out to Hassani. Hassani has one nice song called Wave. I like that song.
Hassani has many nice songs.
Many nice songs. Raj,
Yeah.
please.
And Drake's album
But
was
you're
dope.
saying that's a nice song.
I
Shout out
saw
to
him
Drake.
lamenting the other day about people in Lagos and his music or something like that. I'm like, dude, no need for this.
Shout out to Drake. Drake dropped
Sorry, is Drake allowing Future to produce his album? Is that what's going on?
I saw a review in the Guardian of the Drake album, and they gave it 2 stars. Was it shitty?
It's like
what?
They gave it 2 stars.
From
it's like
a
he took all the
potential
beats
5?
from Future.
Yeah, from 5,
He
yeah.
took all the beats.
Yeah, man.
Chill now. He took all the beats from Future's old album and used it in this album.
So do you think the album is to rate the album out of 5?
It's on like
4.
Drake's work that might require like 2 or 3
3.5 to
listenings
4.
for it to start.
We're not in the
So
same.
Raj,
We're not in.
3.5?
We're not in a mental state right now to really be bumping music at the ultimate. We can't even enjoy it. We're in our rooms.
That's fine, but you listen to it. So,
I give it a 3.5 to a 4. Yes.
3.5. Okay.
But I enjoyed it. I actually love the
5,
album, so I can't say.
5.
Sorry?
What'd you give it? What'd you give it?
I think I need to listen to it again. Like it was nothing
On the listen you've already had. On the listen you've had.
same as Raj actually, like a 3 actually.
3. Oh,
And that 3 is just because it's Drake. And you know there's some good shit in there. There's some good lines. So maybe I need to go back and listen again.
guys, thanks for listening to us. Tell us if you've listened to the Drake album, tell us what you give it out of 5, yeah?
Ask them on Twitter.
Yeah, we'll ask them on Twitter also.
Sorry, you guys, can we talk about the UFO video that leaked? Nobody's talking about this.
See, I think that's unfortunate for the Pentagon. People are like, the Pentagon released this now, so people will be talking about it instead of COVID. And like people just like talk about it one day and moved on. It's crazy.
It's just the wrong time to release.
UFOs. This is about 11 years ago.
The UFO.
I tell you 2 quick stories. Interesting. Like when I was younger, in Lagos, you said when I was younger, my elder brother would always say like he saw UFOs. Like we lived in an estate, so he was like, "Oh, when he went and he saw UFOs," I was like, "This dude, stop it, man! He clearly didn't." And then one day we literally saw one together, right? We
less than a minute.
Generally, don't even say this.
30 seconds.
Share this story, but like, yeah. Then literally 3 weeks ago, someone sent me a video in the UK of a UFO that she said was following her. And she sent me the video and it looked like one. So like, this is just the Pentagon admitting that they've seen their own to me, Sha. And we've been seeing this shit for time.
Well,
okay, Tare, I'll add to your story. Hold on, I need to add to Tare's story.
It's about to end.
I have seen a UFO before. Okay,
exactly.
guys.
Darth vibes.
Talk about it. This was in Abuja.
I'm not stopping it.
And I saw it with a friend of mine. Luckily, I didn't see it by myself. He saw the last part of it. I was perplexed. I was like, "What is this?" It was a cloudy day. We had just finished playing basketball, and we were leaving.
Guys,
everybody had gone
this
there.
can cut off at any time, so
remember to
subscribe, like, and click the alerts. But 5, keep going. 5, keep going.
So we were leaving and we looked up. I was looking up at the sky anyway, and I saw a white light like drop through the clouds because it was going to rain. So something just dropped through the clouds and was hovering around for a while. I was like, what is this? And I think he heard me, turned around, and we both saw it disappear. It was fucking fast. Pardon my French, or not.
Thank you for watching Accidental Discharge.